I'm coming today to you with my 9-week review on Platinum Hair Extensions Filipino hair, and this is in the texture straight. The hair is not in its natural state. I've flat ironed, well, not flat ironed, it's a straight texture, so I just gave it a few loose curls with the flat iron, and this hair is basically bone straight. There's no wave, no curl, or anything. It's just bone straight. Um, I've been wearing this hair for 9 weeks, and the shedding is minimum, very, very minimum. I have probably like 1 or 2 strands coming out per day. The most shedding I would get is if I have a really hectic week and I don't pay that much attention to how I sleep on my hair. Like if I kind of ball up my hair into a messy bun and fall asleep and not put on the my cap to flatten down my hair or whatever, I find that when I wake up in the morning, it is kind of crunchy, and I may get like a couple more strands. Not a lot more, but more than 1 or 2 strands for sure. And that would be like, say, 10 strands or so would come out. And the texture would be a little bit, um, it would be like a little bit tangly, so I would have to comb it out. But having said that, they're not big knots or like you run your hands through your hair and it gets tangled and you stuck and you have to like actually drag your hands through your hair. When I go to sleep with my hair balls up into the rubber band, the section that the rubber band is around, the hair is wrapped around and it has tangles or whatever. So otherwise than this hair being pretty hard to deal with when it's wet, um, no problems at all. And why I say it's pretty hard to deal with when it's wet is I found that when I put shampoo in, like with the other textures I had before, you put the shampoo in and it would just be like, you can run your hands through and everything. You're not able to actually run your hands through it when it's wet because, like I explained in my previous videos, this hair is very thick and dense. The strands are thicker than regular strands. Thus, the hair is kind of more, it looks different. It does not look like any other texture that you would see. When you see Filipino hair on somebody's head, you know straight off it's Filipino hair because it looks different. You can tell if you know your textures or whatever. So rewind. The wet, right, when it was wet, I could not really run my hands through it, and then I had to wait till after I put in my conditioner. After I put in my conditioner, I was able to comb through it and stuff like that. Okay, now you need to know your products for this hair. Like every other texture, you need to try out the hair, test out new things on it. Every product will not work the same way for every texture here, and I found that herbal essences is a basically good product to use with almost anything, but it wasn't like when I used it on my Brazilian or on the Peruvian or the Indian, it was just, it was like, you could tell like it was just in the hair or whatever. It didn't do that for this hair. So I switched to L'Oreal um, Viva something, and it was okay. It wasn't like, it didn't do anything spectacular. What I find that works spectacular on this hair is olive oil from Organics. Olive oil replenishing the packs I always talk about. Well, now I buy it in bottle. It's like $16 for a bottle, and I use that as a treatment and as a conditioner. So I would use my shampoo and skip conditioner and use that as a conditioner. And when you put that on this hair, it just like, you can glide your hands through it. Like, I mean, the video speaks for itself. You can see the hair. It's like it definitely looks different. The texture, I mean, I don't have like a fancy camera or anything, but I think you can tell that it's pretty nice hair. And one thing that I really love about this hair, other than that you could look at it and tell that it's a really exotic texture and it's not just Peruvian hair that, you know, like everybody's wearing, is that the curls. The curls, they just stay in different. They take different to this hair. Like when I curl other hair, I think it's because the strands, they always said it was really thick and dense. It just comes together and just forms these nice, you know, it's just, I like this hair. So, the hair is special. It's special hair. Nothing to complain about. I mean, once you find once you understand how to wash his hair and not try to like comb through it a lot and until you put in your conditioner and stuff, I mean, you could be very gentle while washing this hair and kind of like scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it, wash it out very gently. And then after you put in your olive oil replenishing or your conditioner, the conditioner of your choice, then you can use your paddle brush. Don't try using a fine tooth comb or a medium space tooth comb. Try using something with larger teeth or a paddle brush, and then the paddle brush goes through it just fine. So I don't recommend blow drying any of your extensions. It doesn't matter what texture it is. I don't blow dry my hair. If I blow dry my hair, it would have to be like, I blow dry my hair like once, and that was just because I was at a hotel and I got my hair wet in the pool or whatever, and I had to like blow dry my hair to go out the nighttime or whatever, and that was like drastic. I was blow drying my hair and like, oh my god, why am I blow drying my hair? But the less heat, the better. You want to maintain your extensions, and people frequently ask how to maintain your extensions. Try not to use heat so much, and it's okay if you flat iron or whatever, but the constant blow drying and you know it just makes the hair kind of brittle. And I find that the hair, if you air dry your hair after you wash it, it's okay. If you have problems having your hair damp for a while and having it air dry, by all means blow dry your hair, because I guess some people get sick because they're accustomed to blow drying their hair or whatever. But um, me personally, I don't blow dry any of my hair. I haven't sealed this hair, and this hair is not shedding at all. So if I had sealed it, it probably would have been better. Like I said, two strands, three strands, and most that like I hardly even get one or two strands out. But if I had sealed the hair, I probably wouldn't. So remember when you're sealing the hair to seal both sides. Don't seal one side of your weft and then not the other. You have to like seal one side, wait a couple minutes, flip it over and do the other side. And I also recommend after doing both sides, just hang it outside and let it get air. Hang it on the line where you hang your clothes, or you can hang it on whatever, as long as it gets air, like not air like in your house that's still air. It needs to be in the breeze or in the open space, and you will see the difference. It will get hard like concrete. Like the tracks of themselves actually get stiff and hard, and it doesn't turn white. I find if you like do it on the floor or on the table and wait and then turn it over and do the other side, it kind of like gives this whitish cast sometimes. So that was just my tip, my method of how I seal my wefts and how I dry them. Um, a lot of new textures to look forward to, a lot of exotic textures, a lot of textures that are not available here in BIM. So look out for a lot of different and new stuff from Platinum Hair Extensions. Um, the hair is 9 weeks old. It still looks as fresh as it was the day I put it on. It still has bounce to it, and that's one thing that I really like too about this hair, is that over time it didn't just drop down. And I don't just like get all glammed up for my videos. My hair is like this all the time. Like if my hair is not open and looking like this, I'm probably at a gym or something, but it looks like this. It's always like healthy and full, and I mean after 9 weeks, it like sometimes hair people say that hair falls out over time, but that is not necessarily true. Like if you use certain products, it does weigh down after time. And this here is so good that I don't have to use product. Like sometimes a whole week passes and I don't use product in this hair. The only product I would use is like this macadamia oil that I came across from Hask, and it's very rich. So I just use a little bit, and it's good to go for the longest time. Like I think I haven't put oil or anything in my hair for about 4 or 5 days, and I'm not a really big fan of every brand of argan oil or macadamia oil. I find that some brands give you a watered down kind of oil, and other brands give you like a thicker oil that would run slower. If you get me, if you open the tube, it would kind of drip instead of run. And then other oils, if you open it, it will just spill out. I don't like those kinds of oils. Those kinds, the ones that kind of look runny, like water that you can shake it. I find that even though they're supposed to be lightweight or whatever, they weigh down your hair. So that's just my preference. I don't really like them. If you like them and they're working for you, go ahead and use them. And um, this is basically the end of the video. It's been really good. It's more than true to length because this is a 20-inch. The longest one I'm wearing is a 20-inch, and it reaches really long. And I found with Filipino hair that you actually get like a little extra, you get to get away with extra because the longer the hair is, the more expensive it is for you. So if you're paying for a 20-inch and it falls as long as a 22, it's a bargain. So there are lengths in the Filipino all the way up to 29. Yeah, and the Filipino just reaches really long. So if you girls like long hair, but you don't want to pay the full price for long hair, choose Filipino because you kind of get away with a little longer length because it actually reaches longer. So I'm wearing a 20-inch, an 18-inch, a 14-inch, and I recently, not recently, about 4 weeks ago, when I did over the hair and I put a side part instead of the middle, I think I added in like 12 at the top. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope that you can see really well. And the ends. Oh yeah, look at the ends. Look at those ends. Really good. Not broken ends, not split ends, not one. And I like healthy ends. Even though like your eyes are drawn to like this part of your face, for me, when I look at people's hair, I'm always drawn into the ends. So if the ends are stringy or the ends look dead and crispy, I look for the ends of hair. And I'm not gonna be doing a video, or the next video you'll not see my hair lighter because this hair is really good quality, and I don't want to bleach it because bleaching diminishes the hair, the quality of the hair. And Filipino is like supposed to be one of the top virgin hair brands or whatever. So to take virgin Filipino hair and bleach it would just be like ridiculous. So I don't want to do anything else. So I'm not going to be bleaching this hair. I'm not going to be bleaching this hair, I think. So see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed my video. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you need to get in contact with Platinum Hair Extensions for any of the textures that she has in stock, you can contact the sales manager, Danielle, at 244-7916. You can also search them on Facebook and send them a private message, leave a comment under a picture, whatever. They do get back to you really fast. I do sewings for anyone who wants a sewing, and I do my own hair, so my hair is my portfolio. So if you like the way my hair look and you want your hair done, I do U parts, and I also do sewings with nets or without nets. So my number is 232418266, and you can get me about anything like that. You can also leave a message on my Facebook page. I do accept all friend requests, and that's basically it. So see you guys next time. Bye.